My name's Joe, and today we're going to take a look at the Cisco Meraki Z1, which is a cloud-managed teleworker solution. The unique thing about the Z1 is that it takes the Meraki cloud management model and applies it to the teleworker space, which is a remarkably good fit because in teleworker, almost by definition, the devices you're managing aren't in headquarters where the IT team probably is. So having that remote management capability, being able to monitor and deploy devices very quickly and very low touch is hugely valuable. First, let's take a look at how you might deploy the Z1 in a remote office.
So I've just received this Z1 from my IT team. They've pre-configured it in the cloud, and I'm going to deploy it here in my remote office. So let's open this box up and see what we have inside. The first thing we're going to see is a sheet that tells us what to expect included in the box. So we'll go ahead and put that off to the side. And this is the unit itself. And you'll notice this Z1 is very small, it's very portable, it's extremely lightweight as well. We're also going to have an Ethernet cable for connection to the network. And under a cardboard tab at the top, we're going to have our power adapter, which in this case is a US power adapter, but is for the region of your choice. And finally, a set of mounting screws in this little plastic sleeve that we can use to mount the Z1 to the wall if we so desire. So let's take a look at the unit itself. It's got a power LED on the front. It's got this nice, compact, sleek design here. You'll notice there are no antennas to screw in, which is very nice. Keeps it portable. We've got a Kensington lock slot on the side, so we can lock this device down if we need to. The mounting hardware on the bottom, as well as a label with the serial number and MAC address on it. And finally, USB port on the far left here for cellular modems. We've got our Ethernet ports, our power button on-off toggle, and our power socket all the way on the right. So let's go ahead, put this guy down on the desk, and we'll go ahead and connect it up to the network. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to plug in the power cable. Then we'll connect the device to the internet by plugging the WAN into the internet port, and we'll plug our IP phone into the first LAN port, and then we'll go ahead and power it on. Now, you'll see the Ethernet LEDs come on here, device is online. We've got a few devices here, laptop and tablet connected via Wi-Fi, and the IP phone connected via a wired Ethernet connection. And what we'll see is that the power LED will be orange when it first boots up. It'll rotate through colors as it's connecting to the Meraki cloud. And once it's connected, it'll go white, which means it's online, it's connected, and we're good to go.
Now that we've seen what a remote office setup might look like with a Z1, let's take a look at a home user environment.
So you can see here that we already have a corporate SSID configured to allow this home user to connect back to corporate resources over the VPN. But what if we also want a personal use SSID? Well, all we have to do is enable a second SSID, name it something like Joe's Home Wi-Fi, set it to another VLAN that isn't connected to our corporate VPN, and perhaps put a password on it. So WPA2PSK, put a PSK in there, hit save. Now we've got two separate SSIDs, one for corporate use and one for personal use, and the personal use SSID is completely outside of the corporate infrastructure.
For our final use case, let's take a look at the road warrior scenario, a mobile user who's connecting to the internet with a cellular modem.
The compact nature of the Z1 means that it fits easily into a laptop bag or a briefcase. You can even use a cellular modem to connect it to the internet if you don't want to deal with flaky hotel wireless or otherwise unreliable connections. Once it's up and running, it'll form a VPN tunnel back to headquarters, and you can effectively operate just as if you were in the office with all of your corporate resources available to you. The cellular connectivity option gives you great flexibility in how and where you deploy the Z1, especially if you're on the move. Using Dashboard's native monitoring capabilities, an administrator can also tell whether the cellular connection is active and whether traffic is passing across it, helping to troubleshoot any issues that the user might report with their connectivity back to headquarters.
You've now seen three scenarios in which you might deploy the Z1 cloud-managed teleworker solution. If you need a device with higher throughput capabilities, 802.11ac, or a broader range of security features, we also have the MX64W, which is ideal for small branch offices or remote offices with more than 1 to 2 users. For more information about both product lines, see meraki.cisco.com/mx.